We all must have experienced a moment of realization in some point of our life, a moment where we realized one main purpose of our life. Before going ahead with the main subject of my talk today, let me share with you one such moment of realization that I experienced in my life. This happened around 3 years back in Ahmedabad. I was the program director of a peak performance transformational convention called Rise Up. This is conducted by Mr. Sajeev Nair. He is my dad. So I was the program director of the event, and this is a one full day event starting at 9 a.m. ending at 7 p.m., a 10-hour long program. Normally this is attended by 2,000 plus people, and this was the 5th Rise Up, and this time it was happening in Ahmedabad. Normally we don't encourage the participants to come backstage after the event to meet the organizing team, but on that day one old lady, must be in her mid or late 60s, she came, and I didn't feel like refusing her, and I went to her and I asked her, how can I help you, ma'am? And she said, this is the 3rd Rise Up that I and my family is attending, and my Rise Up experience was really amazing. The kind of transformation that my family personally and professionally experienced is beyond what I can explain. And I was thinking that she wanted to meet my dad to say a thank you. And then I told her, thank you for your wonderful words, and I was persuading her to leave. And I told her that I'm so sorry, I won't be able to allow you to meet Mr. Sajeev Nair because he's already really tired after a 10-hour long session. And then she immediately told me, no, I didn't come to meet Mr. Sajeev Nair. I know that he's taking rest. Yes, he must be tired after a long session. Let him take rest. From some people I came to know that his son is the program director of today's program. And I just wanted to meet that young boy and congratulate him for being part of such an event and bless him. She was already talking with the person she was looking for, that's me. And I told her that I am the person, and I could see a really happy smile in her face. I was also really happy that she blessed me. So the thing that I'm pointing out over here is that was a moment of realization for me personally. My dad was transforming the lives of millions of people around him through various programs like Rise Up. And I also felt that responsibility in me to transform the lives of millions of people around me. But I can't go out there and train people. I can't teach people because I'm not an experienced person. I'm a young man. So I'm not experienced enough. I'm not eligible enough to teach people. I need to get 10 to 15 years of experience, and then only I can go out there and teach people. So I was in search of opportunities whereby I can transform the lives of millions of people around me. And that's where I could directly link the word transformation with the word upgradation. Transforming life is equal to upgrading a life. And that's what I'm talking about right now. That's the subject of my today's talk. I want to upgrade my life. I would say that upgrading our life should be a selfish motive initially. Once we start that journey, we should help others to upgrade theirs. In fact, this is like being in a state of solitude, whereby we are alone. While we take the decision to upgrade our life, we are alone, but we are not lonely, because once we take that decision, there are a lot of options in front of us. There are a lot of tools, techniques, solutions to explore to upgrade our life. So to start off with, let me just bring an image in front of you. This is an image that you must have seen on social media, whereby there are 6 people standing in a line, 5 or 6 people standing in a line. First person is in a wheelchair, second person is walking, third person is in a bike, fourth person in a car, fifth person in a helicopter. So the first person wants to, the person on the wheelchair, he wants to upgrade to the person who is walking. He wants to walk. That's the upgrade that he's dreaming about. The person who is walking wants to upgrade to a bike. Person on the bike wants to upgrade to a car, and the one on the car wants to upgrade to a helicopter. And maybe the one in the helicopter may want to upgrade to a private jet. This is the upgradation of lifestyle, the upgradation of upgrading our car, upgrading our house, upgrading our income. These are all external upgradations that we see. On a global level, if you look at it, what we have seen is, from the ancient cavemen, had they not upgraded their lives, we wouldn't have had all these skyscrapers and all. We wouldn't have had this venue for conducting this TEDx. Had the ancient hunters not upgraded their life, we wouldn't have had this various types of food and shelter and all. That's how things have upgraded over the period. We started to see an agricultural age where people were farmers. All the activities were concerned with or connected with farming. They were cultivation was the main source of income at that time. From there we moved on to an industrial age where factories started to come up, employment started to emerge, and from there the third phase was information age where technology started to come up. Big corporate houses like Infosys, Wipro, TCS started to emerge. Technology started to come up, speed started to gain. We started to gain speed. And right now we are standing in a digital age, or in fact a cognitive age, where things happen in lightning speed. Things happen in the speed of thought. For example, the great legend Elon Musk, he has started a company by the name Neuralink. You must be knowing. So Neuralink, what it does is that suppose I want to unlock my mobile phone, I press the unlock button, and if I show my face, the face recognition starts and it unlocks. But in Neuralink, what they are doing is that if I think of unlocking my phone, it unlocks. If I think of starting my car engine, it starts. This is the pace at which things are growing. So these are all overall upgradation that we are seeing on a global level. But all these are external upgradations. All these, whatever I said till now, are external upgradations. In order to enjoy these external upgradations, we need to internally upgrade. And what is internal upgradation? It's about upgrading our health, becoming more healthy. It's easy to say, tough to do. No, it's not tough to do. It's quite easy to do in today's world. And that's what I'm talking about over here, how to upgrade internally. And this is where I'm bringing a new term in front of you. And the term is called biohacking. We all have heard about this term hacking in terms of IT, hacking a programming code and all. But biohacking is about hacking our own body and mind, or in fact taking complete charge of our body and mind, or our physiology and psychology, in order to live long and stay young. This is what biohacking is about. In the Western context, biohacking is about insertion of chips inside the body and all. It's too complicated. But from an Indian context, it's much more milder, it's much more safer, it's much more natural, including the traditional concepts of Ayurveda and yoga. So if you let me just give you two examples, two people, I would say. I'm just getting this example right now. One person we all know, Mr. Siddharth Shukla. He's a Bollywood actor, but unfortunately last month he passed away due to cardiac arrest. We all heard the news. So he was just 40, by the way, and externally he was really super fit. And on the other side, I can see another image of the megastar, or in fact the Padma Shri Mammootty. He is 70 right now, looking like in his 30s and 40s, going really strong and healthy. What is the difference? I would rather say that, or as far as I'm concerned, both these people have upgraded their life, but Siddharth Shukla, I believe, have upgraded only externally. He was focusing on his external beauty, his fitness. But Mammootty, on the other side, is upgrading externally and internally. His diet patterns, fitness patterns, nutrition, everything is well structured according to what his body needs. So this is what biohacking is about, taking complete charge of our body and mind. So Mammootty is a human being after all. He's not an alien. If he can, any of us can. That's what we are saying at my company. In fact, my startup is completely working in this space. The name of my company is V-Roots, by the way. In that we have a process. The question is, how do we do this? Biohacking, I've been saying this theory, this science, okay. So how do we do this? In V-Roots, we have a solution for this, or in fact, we have a process called EPLIMO, EPLIMO. EPLIMO stands for epigenetic lifestyle modification. This is basically you decode your DNA through a genetic predisposition test, and you go through a metabolic analysis to understand your present lifestyle. Our team of experts combine both these data, and they come up with a personalized lifestyle management recommendation plan for you. And that will tell you what all are the kinds of food and nutrition that is good for you, that is bad for you, what all are the kind of fitness regimens that is good for you, that is harmful for you. So these kinds of personalized lifestyle management solutions is what we provide, and that's how you biohack. So Before I conclude my talk, I would like to give you maybe 1 or 2 simple biohacking techniques, I would say. One common problem that we see among a lot of people, including me, I'm a person who is facing sinusitis. For the last 3 years, I have been facing it. And on a monthly basis, I get it. Once I get hit with sinusitis, what I do is that I take in a paracetamol or a Combiflam, go to bed. But I should be working on preventing the sinusitis from hitting me. And for that, there is a powerful herb called curcumin. We all must have been heard about this herb called curcumin. It has it has an amazing power to balance our neurochemicals in the brain and prevent us from these kinds of issues like sinusitis and migraine and all. That is one biohacking technique, a natural based biohacking technique that you can use. Earthing is another technique that you can do. Earthing means walking on soil or grass or pebbles barefooted. What happens? It increases or it improves your blood flow and reduces the chances of inflammation inside your body, which is really dangerous. So these are all basic few biohacking techniques that you can implement in your personal life from today itself. So what is the result of biohacking? If you start to biohack yourself, what is it that you're gaining in your life? All the external upgradations that I talked about initially. You'll be gaining all that, and thereby you become something called a superhuman. Superhuman are not ones that fly with the capes like the Superman, but superhumans are someone who takes complete charge of their body and mind. And we at V-Roots, in fact, my personal vision is that by 2025, I want to create 10 million superhumans in India. That is 1 crore superhumans in India. That's my vision. And that's the thing that I realized, or that moment of realization opened up that kind of a picture in front of me. I am here with a vision to upgrade the lives of 10 million people and make them superhumans. Once you do all these, you can confidently say that I am a superhuman. So for all those who have taken the decision to start your superhuman journey, we also have a community called Superhuman Tribe. It's a digital community whereby all the people who have enrolled for our Eplimo process, they get access to. So it involves a lot of activities inside this community, Superhuman Tribe. And there is a Harvard grant study which was conducted for a period of 80 years, which proves that community living is the biggest thing. Community living is the best self-healing practice that anyone can do to heal various problems, especially related to your mental well-being. Welcome to the world of life upgradation. Thank you so much.